$1,000 a family. 35% contribution is about $12,000. If that, or $11,000 or so. If that's reduced to 8% of salary, that for a $100,000 employee, that brings it down to about $8,000. So that's a delta of about $3,000 to $4,000 per family. If you elect a $1,500 deductible, you have no contribution at all as an employee. It's a massive Trojan tax force. And so I have some copies for the clerk that I wanted to leave with you, so I'll leave these by the table. And I also wanted to let you know, and I'll send it after this meeting, and this is very brief, one minute, an ordinance that was passed in Cranford from a project I was involved with, which speaks to the pilot sharing arrangement. To the extent that you are interested in sharing revenue with the schools, there's an ordinance that was passed in Cranford that I'm going to forward to you that talks about a revenue share, a fair revenue share, because as you know, the schools are not included in the pilot. So I'm going to forward that to you as well. I'd like you to send that over to competent appointed counsel in town to review it and see to what extent you may wish to consider adopting an ordinance that has a revenue share of the pilot funds from Bellworks.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Mayor, may I make a comment?
Thank you.
Terrence, we've been around together a long time.
Yes.
I know you think Mr. Patelli was wrong, and that's an important statement that you made. Well, can I ask you, what do you think about my daughter? You think she was wrong, that they're publishing in all over the place that she committed voter fraud? Do you think that's wrong?
I think you're conflating a sewer backup with a statutory issue that is.
So you don't think it's an important thing that my daughter was accused of voting improperly? You don't think that's an important thing?
Are you asking me to judge something without any information?
You're judging Mr. Patelli.
I'm judging the content
Do you
of his
know where my
character.
daughter lives?
I'm judging the content of his character.
Thank you, Terrence.
Well, you're welcome. I'm judging the content of his character.
And what about my character? And my daughter's character?
I think that illustrates the problem that you're having in 2020. And I'll just go back to my initial comment that you have a wonderful opportunity to have a fantastic year, and I suggest you seize it and accomplish great things.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep. Just public park.
Thank you very much.
Barbara Singer, 5 Deerfield Road. To end on a lighter, sweeter note, this past Saturday, we had the Homedale Girl Scout cookie delivery, 8 a.m. at the community center. And I have to say, Bob Ward and Victor Stevens were phenomenal. We had to go from plan A to plan B due to the weather. And they were on the phone with me, answering my calls, getting us what we needed as we were switching out plans. And then Debbie Dow was over there. She came to scope out the whole operation. Everything went well. We moved over 14,000 cases of cookies with the help of about 10 other leaders in Homedale. Offloaded them from the skids and then restocked them by troops. Got them picked up. We were out of there, door locked at 11:30. It was great. It was a great, it's the first time we used the community center, and everybody loved it, so we hope to be back there next year. Our troops have already raised over $13,000 to bring home to the Homedale troops, so they're kicking off this year better than they kicked off last year. Now we're moving into boot sales. And since we're live streaming, I'm going to do a little sales pitch here. The troops are, I've organized them all, not all the troops, but for the next 2 months at the Bellworks Farmers Market. We'll have a Girl Scout table there. I think all but 1 week will be Homedale troops there selling. So for all you who didn't get your cookies yet, please come on out and support the Girl Scouts. Thank you.
Thank you. Can you go to the public? Seeing none, set up, close, public. So the township committee is going to go into executive session. We're not going to come out.
Yeah, I don't believe you have any intention, Mayor, of returning or taking any further public action. Is that correct?
Correct.
A motion would be in order to go into executive session.
Motion. Second.
Roll call. All in favor? All in favor? Aye. Thank you, everybody, for coming out.
I guess I see what's on